what in the hell is going on with the UFC this June so far? It was supposed to be an epic card or epic month of fights, great cards and everything like that. And while that hasn't changed too much, it's just been weird. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of fight cancellations. Dana White came out with a number of different changes in fights, and we're going to break that down in this video. Obviously, McGregor Chandler's not going to be the main eventing 303 anymore. There is a replacement fight there. Jamahal Hill's out of his fight. There's a lot of stuff going on. We have Khamzat Chimaev seriously ill out of his fight. So Dana White put together a couple of new main events, couple of new co-mains, fights overall. And they're actually pretty damn good. We're going to break it down really quick in this video, though. I don't want this to be too long of a video. I feel like when I make these really long videos, they don't do as well. And don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. You know what you want to see. So let's just get right into it here. Dana White.
What's up, everybody? So, a little news
Stop yelling.
here. Unfortunately, Khamzat Chimaev is out of the fight next weekend in Saudi Arabia violently, and I mean violently ill.
So he's saying violently ill, and I gotta tell you, I'll pull up a picture maybe at the end of this video, but he actually looks really, really ill. I know in my prediction video I did yesterday, I said it could really be anything. Like, it's Khamzat. We never know if he's truly ill or anything like that. It seems like from the pictures that he is in really rough condition. This isn't the first time we've seen it. Well wishes for Khamzat. Really hope he gets better, but this is just one of those things where he just can't find his way to get to a fight fully healthy. I really do feel bad because it's something that is completely out of his it's out of his hands. Like, he keeps falling ill, and there's a picture of him lying down in a hospital bed, and Guram Kudaledze, who he's very close with, is just like head down right next to him. It looks like it's a very serious thing. He's ill. What I want to say about this is we can't just keep giving Khamzat these main events now, though, because we can't rely, and it's sad to say, and it sucks to say, and I don't want to sound insincere, but the UFC is a company that needs to rely on their main events. They can't be last second scrambling for a bunch of these main events when Khamzat's in these fights. It's tough, man. It's tough because Khamzat was supposed to be the boogeyman of the division. He was supposed to be a 3-time champion by this point, and health concerns have gotten him out. He also got paid a shit ton of money, so he doesn't like to fight as frequently, but I really hope the best for Khamzat. I hope he is well, but we need a replacement fighter, and we got...
He's going back home, and hopefully he gets well soon. The replacement, Ikram Aliskerov. Who is Ikram?
Ikram Aliskerov was supposed to co-main event this weekend against Antonio Tricoli, which is Mackenzie Dern's boyfriend. Ikram doesn't deserve this. I'll just say it like this. This is another case of classic Dagestani privilege where they just want to promote a fighter. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I do think Ikram is a top 15 talent, but we see these consistent times where some types of fighters don't need to go through it to get a top contender. They don't need to actually work their way up the division. They just get gifted a shot. Umar Nurmagomedov being the same guy, hasn't beat anyone in the top 15. Got a shot at Sandhagen twice now. Undeserved. Ikram Aliskerov is in this position. Now, what I'm going to do with you actually is look up the UFC rankings, because I want to go through middleweight and just see if there's anyone available. So, Whittaker's here. Izzy would never step up because Izzy's a fucking clown. But anyway, Strickland just fought. He's not going to step up. He wants to sit out for his title shot. I kind of agree with that. Imavov, it would have been sick if we got to see him step up, but he just fought last weekend. He's not turning around and going to fly to Saudi Arabia to make 185 again. Same thing with Cannonier. We've seen Whittaker versus Vettori. Brendan Allen was a possibility. I would have loved to seen it, but the thing is, Brendan Allen took a ton of damage against Chris Curtis, and I don't know that he would have been ready for this fight. But he's someone that I was looking at as a possible replacement, but I don't know if he wanted to take the Whittaker fight on short notice. Pelicos already got a chance at it. I think Hermanson was ready. But the thing is, I think Saudi Arabia would have said no to Hermanson. Dolidze doesn't deserve a shot up in competition. Chimaev obviously has fallen ill. Caio Bahalio. I think this could have been a fight. I think you could have sent him out there and it would have been a sick fight. I think you could have sent Michel Pereira out there. It would have been a sick fight. So there are other options. I do think it's undeserved from Ikram Aliskerov, but being in Saudi Arabia, knowing the type of fighter that they want, it is what it is, man. I don't love it. I don't love the privilege that these guys get, but Whittaker stayed in it, is going to take the fight. He's probably going to win the fight too. So let's just hear the rest of what Dana has to say before I continue to go through this. I'm just saying, Ikram's not ranked. He's beaten a fat Warley Alvarez. He beat fucking... I don't even remember the first schmuck he... Oh, it's Phil Haas, who's not a schmuck, but he has no chin. And then, other than that, he doesn't have impressive wins on his record. His most famously known for getting knocked out by Khamzat Chimaev, butt-stuffing a lot of takedowns. He does have a similar fight style as Khamzat Chimaev. Can get takedowns, has good counter grappling, actually, and has really powerful hands. It's dangerous for Whittaker because Whittaker is a touch chinny. Again, I think he gets too much shit for how chinny he is. I think when he gets chinned, it's because it's the best people in the world hitting him. It's Israel Adesanya on the cleanest counter shot that Israel Adesanya has ever landed. It is Dricus du Plessis, who has insane power in his hands. And Paulo Costa hit him with a wheel kick. A wheel kick's going to fucking wobble anyone. No one's just taking those. So Ikram is dangerous. I don't think Whittaker's going to get chinned. I think he's going to win this fight easily, but let's hear Dana.
From Aliskerov, this guy is 15-1.
Fat Warley Alves right here.
His only loss in his 16-fight pro career is to Khamzat Chimaev. So this dude is a legit contender in only his third UFC fight.
He is a legit contender. He is 100% a legitimate contender. I don't want to discard that. What is that? Oh, looks like Guru fucking said it here. Look at that crazy highlight of him beating up a fat middle-aged welterweight. Okay, I completely agree. Took the fight up a weight class, short week's notice. That earns you a shot at the number 3 ranked middleweight of all time, Robert Whittaker. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like Whittaker deserves better than this. The UFC was scrambling. They better paid the fuck out of him and promised him something. He's got to get a title shot if he wins, even though this is not deserving of a title shot. Or he's got to, be in a situation where, who knows, maybe Whittaker took this fight because he said, I can beat Ikram, I can beat him early, I can beat him without taking too much damage, and I can turn around and make a fight on UFC 305, win a fight on 305, and get the winner of Israel Adesanya, Dricus du Plessis. That would actually deserve a title shot for him. If he fought Strickland in 305, if he fought Imavov on 305, if he fought one of these other top contenders on 305 in Australia, and then we have Dricus versus Adesanya on the same card, give Whittaker the title shot after that. He's done enough to deserve it. But anyway, Ikram Aliskerov, Robert Whittaker, it's going to be fun. I don't think Ikram deserves it, but the UFC had their hands kind of tied here. I'm a big Robert Whittaker fan, guys. You know how I am. I'm very biased towards my fighters. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's what happens when you enjoy watching someone fight, when you watch them fight for most of their career. Really like Robert Whittaker. Love who he is as a person outside of the cage, honestly. Just a good stand-up dude. He's funny. He's how do I say it? He's nice. I can't even think of the word. He's not John Jones. He's not a fucking scumbag. Ikram Aliskerov just doesn't deserve the shot, and I don't want to see Whittaker take an unnecessary fight, but you know what? It had to happen. He's going to get paid, and he's in Saudi Arabia. First guy to ever headline it, so kudos to Whittaker for taking this fight and actually saying yes. And here we have a fucking industry plant bot, Nina. Just, Ikram's a beast. Hope Khamzat's okay. You're literally a fucking NPC, but you're hot. Other fights. So 303.
All right.
Things have changed all over 303. We know McGregor's out, but I'm going to let Dana get to this before I start going crazy.
Guys, here I am again. Conor McGregor is out of 303 versus Michael Chandler with an injury.
He's hurt. McGregor never pulls out from injuries, but I think with his big comeback fight, he wants to make sure he's 100% perfect to go in there and fight, and that's what he's going to do. That's fine. I really was looking forward to seeing McGregor, but that's fine. It's strange because people are going to shit on McGregor, and I'm seeing everyone shit on McGregor. We don't like this. We don't want to see Conor fighting anyways. Fuck you. Yes, we do. You're a fucking new age fan. I think I argue with this guy on my Sandbox MMA account. Yeah, right here. he has a chance. People are saying he doesn't have a chance of winning. People are saying he's a waste of time in the sport. These are all people that have come to watch UFC and MMA in the past year that are just reading comments and then copying them in the comments. It's annoying to see. People forget what McGregor has done for the sport. He has taken it to a new height. People know what the UFC is because of Conor McGregor. I'm sick of people disrespecting him. You want to shit on him? That's fine. You have every right to do so. But don't disrespect what he's done in his career. Don't tell people what they fucking want to see. We all want to see Conor fight. Everyone wanted to see it. It's fucking a blasphemous statement from John Franco, you dumb fucking cuck. Now I'm really pissed off. Really worked up. Sorry, I had to... Wow. That escalated quickly. But it's annoying, dude. People forget what McGregor did, man. He talked his shit, built the UFC to new heights, and then he got in the cage and he delivered. He's fought through a million injuries. He's fought the best of the best. He goes in there and he knocks out Aldo in 13 seconds in one of the most historic moments in UFC history. He has the greatest press conference moments of all time, outside of 276 Sean Strickland. That was just the greatest thing ever. But this guy helped bring the sport to a new age, to a new level, and everyone disrespects him, and they act like he didn't do anything to get it there. Give him a fucking break. The guy broke his leg in his last fight. Now he's promoting fights by being on things like Roadhouse and shit like that. I'm sick of it, man. The disrespect is insane, but I was nervous about what is going to be the main event, what is going to replace it.
The new main event is Alex Pereira, former not only UFC middleweight champion, he's also the first and only fighter to win both middleweight and light heavyweight titles in UFC history. He also did it in the shortest amount of time. He did it in 736 days and 7 fights. He finished...
Don't show Jamahal getting knocked out, man. Come on. That's just uncalled for.
7 of 9 wins by knockout, which is a 78% finish rate, and won 10 of his last 11 fights, and he is facing former UFC light heavyweight champion Jiri Prochazka, who has an unbelievable 23 first-round wins.
Sick fight. The rematch after Prochazka's coming off some momentum, getting a win. I love to see this fight. It should have been Ankalaev, I'm not going to lie. But if Ankalaev wants to sit on his thumb and wait until Abu Dhabi, then guess what? He's going to miss his chance. And you want to know something? Pereira's not about to fight Jiri Prochazka on June 29th and turn around for an Abu Dhabi card in October. It ain't happening. He doesn't fucking need to go fight in homeland for Magomed Ankalaev, for Maglev Ankalaev to get a title shot. No, you go to Brazil and you fight Alex Pereira. You come to America and you fight Alex Pereira. You don't get home turf in a challenging, and like when you're challenging a champion. That's fucking bullshit. Anyway, sick fight between Pereira and Prochazka. I'm really worked up today, guys. I don't know what it is. Prochazka, Pereira, 2, sick fight, warrior spirit. 2 months after each of them fought on the same card, I think Pereira's going to win this. And I'm going to take Pereira to win. If you didn't know, I'm taking Whittaker to beat Aliskerov, by the way, as well. Probably a round 2 KO or something like that. I think round 1's scary for Whittaker, but as it progresses, Aliskerov's not going to have the gas tank. Jiri versus Pereira. If they were both off 5-6 months rest, I'd say Jiri has a better shot. But Jiri did take a lot of damage against Rakic. And people forget that because he ended up winning the fight. But he got his leg chewed. He got punched in the face a lot. Now, Jiri has a chin. But Alex Pereira has the best weapon in MMA, and that's his left hook. I think Pereira's leg kicks are going to get to Prochazka again. I think Prochazka's going to shoot, but I think this is just another 7-8 months since they last fought in November in MSG that Pereira's been able to work on takedown defense. I think it's going to be a really fun, interesting fight. I'm going to go with Pereira to win this, but you'd be crazy to say Prochazka doesn't have a chance. I just think that he took a lot more damage than Pereira did in his last fight, obviously. I think Tiger Woods just got in for birdie. Let's fucking go. Love Tiger Woods. I'm a golf fan too. I don't know if you guys like golf, but yeah, I'm going Pereira on this. It's close. It's going to be a sick fight. Dare I say this fight is going to be more entertaining than the actual fight of McGregor-Chandler was. Not the lead out, not the walkout, not the press conference, but this fight itself is an absolute great card to save a main event. This is a main event level fight. This is a great fight.
He has 25 by knockout, 3 by submission. That is a 97% finish rate. The co-main event will be number 3 ranked Brian Ortega, who has the second most finishes in featherweight history and the second most submissions in featherweight history. He won Performance of the Night 8 times, and he will be taking on rising superstar Diego Lopes. He has 22 of his 24 wins coming by finish with 10 knockouts and 12 submissions. That's a 92% finish rate.
Animal. This fight is fucking sick, dude. This fight is unbelievable. This would have been the second best fight on the card anyway. This fight is incredible. We're going to go to the rankings again. Featherweight, which is right here. I want to make sure that this camera's not in the view. It is. Let's go here for a sec. You got number 3 ranked Ortega, who just beat Yair. Coming after that, he came off a loss to Holloway, or at Volkanovski, so he doesn't just get a shot at Topuria. He's got to fight again. Why don't we have him fight the up-and-coming Diego Lopes, who is insane jiu-jitsu, great finishing potential. This is a great way to get one of the fan favorites, Diego Lopes, up into the top 5 and a way for Ortega to fight somebody that's so dangerous. It will be nothing. It would be absolutely insane to say that he doesn't deserve a shot at the title after this. I mean, this is a sick fight. You have 2 guys that have insane jiu-jitsu, and Diego Lopes' counter-grappling is immensely better than Yair Rodriguez, obviously. And he has insane finishing potential. I'm going to go with Diego Lopes in this fight. I think he can get it done on the feet. I think he can stuff takedowns of Ortega, and I think he can counter-grapple if Ortega does get takedowns as well, and end up winning this fight with boxing, and I think he can do it in round 1. I think his finishing instincts are absolutely impeccable. It's a 3-rounder, which I think is going to favor Diego Lopes more as well. I'm going Diego Lopes to win this fight by knockout. This is such a good co-main event. Make sure you tune in. If you don't know who Diego Lopes is, you haven't been fucking watching, because this dude has taken over the featherweight division. It is unbelievable to see. Love watching Diego Lopes fight. What else is that? So this is a new co-main. That means Ulberg versus Hill is not the co-main anymore. Now, why is that?
Also, Jamahal Hill is out with a knee injury.
Damn it. It's my guy's fault. Fuck. All right.
So, Carlos Ulberg, who is 11-1 and has 6 first-round finishes with 7 wins by knockout and 2 wins by submission and an 82% finish rate, and he's on a 6-fight win streak, will now be taking on Anthony Smith. He has 21 first-round finishes, 19 wins by knockout.
Based Ulberg staying on the card. Love to see it. This is going to be a great fight as well. I think Ulberg's going to get it done. I know Anthony Smith is just going to immediately go to try and shoot takedowns. And I don't think Ulberg is going to play with him there. Ooh, wow. Pause. Really pause. Fucking wow. I think that Carlos Ulberg is going to keep this on the feet as long as he can. And I think he has the power punching and the speed and the agility to make sure that Anthony Smith isn't getting in range where he can get taken down. I like Ulberg to win this fight. I like Pereira to win their fight. I like Lopes to win his fight, and I like Whittaker to win his fight. These are all the replacements that have been made. Love all of these. I don't really have a problem with any of them other than Aliskerov getting that jump up for no reason, but you know what? It is what it is. Lopes is getting number 3, but he is at least ranked 14, and he has wins over ranked guys like Sadiq Youssef at the time. He has an insanely close fight with Movsar Evloev on short notice, so he deserves that. These are good fights. Dana did a great job of saving the month of June. It was looking really scary, but Dana did an excellent job saving the month of June. Can't wait to tune in and watch these fights. Now, we got a shitty Apex card this weekend. It is what it is. I'm okay with one a month. As long as we get other good cards. Saudi Arabia is going to be a sick card. International Fight Week is going to be a sick card. Starting to look actually like an International Fight Week card now. We have 4 sick fights on it. We have on June 29th, Pereira versus Prochazka 2 for the title. Lopes versus Ortega, co-main, possibly gets you another number 1 contender fight or a title shot for Ortega if he wins. Then you also get Ulberg versus Anthony Smith, which is a good sellable fight. Paint drying and watching Mayra Bueno Silva versus Macy Chiasson. They should really just put Marc-Andre Barriel and Joe Pyfer on there, but instead they have to act woke because they have to put stuff on ESPN. Fucking stupid shit. But anyway, I thought it was a based sport. And then to open up the card, we got MVP Ian Gary. Everyone's forgetting about that. Sick fights coming in June. Dana White has saved the month of June. We were in a scary situation, but things are working out. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please like and subscribe if you did.